Hey guys, John Dean from Immediate Edge here, and what we're going to do today is install Google AdSense on our WordPress sites that we've set up previously. And this is so that we can actually test our niche to see if there's any commercial viability to it and see if anyone is actually willing to make a purchase in the niche. So without any further ado, let's head on over to the video. Okay, in order to install AdSense, there's a few things we need to do. But first of all, I'm just going to flick over to my AdSense account and I'm just going to show you basically how you would set up an ad normally, and then I'm going to show you an easier way to do it. So the first thing you need to do is log into your Google AdSense account, and you'll see here I am in mine. And if you want to create an ad to put on your site, you come across and you click on this My Ads button here. And then when you come into My Ads, you just click on this button that says New Ad Unit. So if I click on New Ad Unit, we get this page that allows us to create a new ad unit. Now we can put a name in, and that just has to be a descriptive thing, so you know which ad it is you're looking at later on when you're looking at the stats. And then we get to choose like the ad size, and if I drop this box down, see, it's got all these different sizes, and the sizes are in widths in pixels by height in pixels. So you'll see that one highlighted there is a 728 pixel wide by 90 pixel tall leaderboard, and then we've got all of these other different sizes here, like this 250 by 250 square and so on. So if you wanted to create a specific size ad to go into your blog, then you would choose the size there. And then you choose also the ad type, and at the moment if I drop this down you'll see it's text and image and rich media ads, so those are things like little flash videos and stuff, but you can change that to text ads only or image rich media ads only, depending on what you want to appear on your site. If you click on this link here that says view examples of ad types and sizes, it will show you a full range of the different sizes and ads that are available. And then there's this drop down box that says what would you like as a backup ad. So if AdSense can't actually serve an ad that's related to your content in your blog, and then you can either choose, if I drop that down, to show a blank space or show other ads from another URL or fill the space with a solid colour. It depends on whether you want to try and convert some other ads or whether you just don't want anything that's not on target. Custom channels we're not going to cover here because it's more of an in-depth topic. And then at the bottom we can choose the different ad styles. Now you'll see there's these templates that are here, and at the moment Google default is selected. Now if we look at the right hand side, we can see this area, and this is a little demo of what the ad will appear like on your site. Now that is the Google default, but if I come across and click on classic grey, you'll see that the background and the border and the text have all changed. We've also got high contrast black, and we've got a high contrast white, and then there's modern white as well. So those little templates we can choose, but we can actually come and tweak any of these colours and borders if we just come and click on this Use Custom Settings button. So when you click on Use Custom Settings, we can then go and choose the actual colours. If we click on the square, we can choose a particular colour there, or you can put in a hex number, a hex of any colour, as long as you know what it is, for the border, the title, the background, the text and the URL. And then we can choose the different corner styles of either a square, a small rounded corner or a large rounded corner. And again, if you click on any of these, you'll see it automatically changes on the right hand side. And we can also choose a different font if we want. If we drop this down, we can choose Arial, Verdana or Times New Roman. And we can also choose a different size. And again, any selections that you make will change on the right hand side in the demo. And then once you're happy with all of those, you just click on this button to save and get the code. And then what you'd normally do is you'd paste that JavaScript code into your blog post or on your site, and that is where the ad unit would appear. However, we're going to do things a little bit differently, a lot easier it must be said, because we're going to use a WordPress plugin in order to tap into your Google AdSense account and automatically insert ads in different places in your blog without you having to copy and paste any complex code at all. So in order to install this plugin, you need to come into Constructly, and then go to the site that you want to install it on and click on the login button. Now I'm going to, we set up a blank blog for Dan in one of the previous videos, so I'm going to log into that site there, and that's where I'm going to install the AdSense plugin. So I'm going to click on login, and then once it goes into the WordPress dashboard, I'm going to come across to the left hand side, and where it's got plugins, I'm going to select add new. And then in this search box here, I'm going to search for a plugin that is called All-in-One AdSense and YPN Pro. Pro. And click on search. And then in the search results, you see it comes back, and there it is, All-in-One AdSense and YPN Pro. And basically, it's a free plugin that allows you to put in your AdSense account number, and also YPN is a Yahoo publisher network. If you're in that as well, then you can fetch ads from YPN as well. Now, we're only going to use it for AdSense. And in order to install it on your blog, you just need to click on the Install Now link. It'll say, are you sure? So choose OK. And then it's all been successfully done, and I'm going to click on the link here to activate the plugin. Now that the plugin's activated, in the settings menu down here on the left hand side, you'll see there's now a link for AdSense. So I'm going to select that AdSense, and it will go to the settings page for the plugin. And then here is where we can put in our different details. Now, the first option, Ad Network, I'm going to leave as selected as AdSense because that's all I want on this blog. But if you drop it down, you could choose YPN, or random will serve ads from either of those networks. Now, I'm only interested in AdSense, so I'm going to leave it as AdSense. Now, in order to tap into your AdSense account, you need to put in your AdSense ID in this field here, and you'll see it says numbers only. If we come back across to the AdSense account, across the top you'll see it's got this publisher ID that says pub dash, and then it's got a long number. I'm just going to highlight the number there because that's the number that we actually need to copy and paste. So I'm going to copy that, and then over in the plugin I'm just going to paste it in there, and that is my AdSense ID. So that will tap into my AdSense account. And then you can put in an AdSense channel. We didn't choose any channels earlier. And I'm not interested in the Yahoo Partner Network. But then the options we get down here are exactly the same options we've just been looking at in the AdSense account. We can choose an ad type of image, text, or both. So I'm going to choose text and image, and that will throw in either of those options of the rich media or just plain text. The corner style, we can have square, slightly rounded, or very rounded. And again, if I just flick back to the Google AdSense account, all of this information is the same stuff that's down here with the corners and the colours. So I'll just go back, and then we can choose the different ad formats to show. And if you want to show more than one format, let's just say that you want to show a 250 by 250 square and also a 468 by 60 banner, you just check those two, and it will show a random format each time the page is loaded. Then you can set your options for the colours. So if you leave it blank, it will set the default colours, but you can then go and change the border, the link, the background, the text, and the URL. We can choose how many ads we want to show on each page and on each post. Now you can only do up to a maximum of 3 because that's the AdSense terms and conditions. So I'm just going to select these to 3 anyway. And for the ad positioning, this is where it's much easier, because if we did it through the AdSense control panel, we'd have to copy and paste the code exactly where we wanted it. But this plugin basically allows us to place the ads, and the drop down, as you can see, it's either random, left, right, centre, top left, top right, top centre, bottom left, bottom right, or bottom centre. I'm just going to leave it as random, but you might want it in a specific place on your screen, so you can actually choose where you want your ad to appear. And then it's asking if we want to add any space between the advert and the blog text. Now I'm going to add 15 pixels, so it actually separates the ad away from the text. It won't cause any unnecessary clicks that people didn't want to make, and it also, it'll just give it a little bit of white space around. We can then put any optional HTML or text before and after the ad, which I'm not going to do. And then we also get the options to not show ads on specific pages. Now I want them shown on all pages, so I'm going to leave them unchecked. And then we've got a box to only let myself see the ads, which is to test out. I'm going to leave that blank. And we also have a box to don't show ads to myself, which is helpful because you don't want to click on any of your own ads. It's a breach of the AdSense terms and conditions. So if you keep clicking on your own ads, your account's going to get banned. So if you're likely to click on them in error, then check this box and it won't show you the ads. And that way you won't be accused of click fraud at any point. And then there's this other one as well, insert Google Ad Test on when I'm looking at my own blogs, again for avoiding accidental clicks. You'll see it says donation option is disabled in this release, and that's because there was another version of this plugin which basically allowed you to donate 5% of your ads basically to the plugin developer. So the reason I've chosen this one is because it doesn't do that. It will only ever show the ads linked to your AdSense account. So once you've made all of those changes and selected all your options, come and click on the save button. So I'm going to click on save. Now that's been saved. And if I head across to the site, you'll see in the blog there, we've got an AdSense block appearing on the site, on the page as it is. If I click into the actual post itself, you'll see we've got the AdSense block showing there. And because I chose 3, we've actually got 3 blocks. We've got one there, and one there. Now this site was set up recently and it's got absolutely no content on there. So the actual ads themselves might not be as on target as they need to be because there's no content for Google to scan through. And also we probably don't want to have 3 ads on just a single sentence of text. But I was just showing you as part of the demo on how to get set up with it. So on each page that we go on, you'll see it automatically inserts the Google AdSense ads. So basically that's it. That's how to get set up with AdSense. Okay, so your action step for this video is to install the all-in-one AdSense and YPN Pro plugin on your challenge site and add your Google AdSense publisher ID into the plugin and get the AdSense ads live on your site. And then in a future video, we'll actually look at the stats in the AdSense dashboard and we'll see how commercially viable your niche is.